But my ultimate goal is not only to improve the guidelines for asymptomatic female and to put some wording about the things that I mentioned, but also to generate an algorithm. And this is a sort of an algorithm that takes into account these various parameters that show elevated risk, like glutamine elevation, like low myo-inositol levels that show, depression, that show sleep issues, that show, I'm saying, first hyperammonemic level, or all of these are variables, and each one can have a different weight based on, what we learned from the database. And a machine learning tool can go in and put together an equation for us that you can go into this database back in the, because it's a retrospective data that is longitudinal, and we have that information, and iterate and reiterate and find out the best equation that fits this group of population, the heterozygous asymptomatic carrier females. And then we can test this prospectively. So we can say, we're going to start enrolling females with OTC deficiency that are so-called asymptomatic. And we're going to collect their, biochemical screening markers. We're going to collect imaging, brain imaging for FNIRS and MRS. We're going to send them off to sleep study. We're going to send them off to neuropsych behavior. We're going to collect that. And then based on that, we're going to input them in that equation and see how it compares. And then what is the risk that comes out from this? And we're going to follow these. So it's a prospective longitudinal rather than retrospective database cohort. It may be smaller than the 302 or 133, but that's what machine learning tools do, is they use some experimental data to refine on the equation, go back and test it iteratively until you come up with a good equation that you can, use as a tool for these clinicians.